Okay, welcome back to my channel. Okay, I'm so excited because today I am going to show you my small, I think I would consider it small now, my small shoe collection. Now, I have been obsessed with shoes because first things first, as someone who is not the skinniest person around, it has always been very hard for me to find clothes. This was like many years ago when they never had like places where they offered plus size clothes. So it's always very hard for me to get clothes. So because of that, I always bought a lot of shoes because I could get shoes in my size all the time. Even though it sometimes might be quite difficult to get the shoes because my feet is also quite big. So, but it's still easier, like there's no sort of like judgment when I go into the shop and just be like, okay, what's the biggest size that you have available for your shoes, as compared to like, do you have like the biggest size of like jeans or clothes or whatever. And sometimes it's quite daunting for me when the person says, no, we don't have the big size, the largest size is like L, and you know you can't fit L, right? But when I go to like a shoe shop and I ask for the biggest size, whether it's a size 40 or a size 41 or a size 9, they would always most certainly have that size. So I have been a little obsessed with buying a lot of shoes, not lately but all the time. So anyway, first and foremost, hi guys, my name is Angie. Welcome back to my channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. You can also leave a like, you can comment down below your favorite shoes when you see that in this video. But basically, today is all about shoes. Okay, so basically when I was younger, younger meaning like more than maybe 10 years ago or those kind of stuff, right? That's when, you know, you finish like high school, you're going to college, or like you're going to start your first job. I have always been very obsessed with like buying heels, whether it was like wedges, pumps, heels and so on. And I could walk in heels for like the whole day. But let's be real here, at this age and at this time, I ain't got no energy to wear heels. I can't do it anymore because I've also like not gotten used to it anymore. So most recently when I came back from the Philippines about a year ago, I have never worn like sports shoes or normal like shoes to go to work or to go out or things like that. I will always either go out with my Havaianas, which are slippers, or I will go out with my normal pumps, which I get from Melissa. So I've only very recently bought like sports shoes, walking shoes, or whatever type of shoes. And to be quite frank with you guys as well, it is only maybe about 2 years ago that I finally bought my own pair of Nike shoes. I've never owned a pair of Nike sports shoes ever in my life until 2 years ago. And that was like just a sports shoes that I managed to find in like Why Pay Less shoes, those kind, because I always felt like Nike was so expensive and I never really went to like the gym or whatever. And I used to get like I guess Reebok shoes when I went to the gym, so I never buy like those branded, I guess Nike can be considered a brand, right? Yeah, branded kind of like shoes. I always felt like Nike shoes were really expensive until I came back to Malaysia for good. So today I basically lost count the amount of pairs of shoes that I am showing in this video, but you can see I only have one dress on. So this dress that I have bought from H&M, when was this? Last year. So this one dress versus how many pairs of shoes that I will be showing you guys that I've bought in the last 2 years. Okay, so first things first, I am going to show you guys the boots that I have. And of course, I do know some of the brands that you will see in the video. No, I don't know, that's not the best way to explain it. So, okay, so anyway, I am quite familiar with like different brands in the market and things like that. And of course, I am the type of person that when I see that particular brand, I will only get the, what do you call that word? Like the original shoe that made the brand what it was. So let's say for example, my first pair of shoes that I'm going to show you is my pair of Doc Martens. So I obviously know the brand Doc Martens, but when I was choosing which pair of shoes I wanted to get from Doc Martens, I was literally, it was a very easy choice because I would just straight away gravitate towards the basic original Doc Martens shoes with the high what do you call it, high ankle type of boots. So that is what you see here today. I normally wear this when I go on holiday with home to like some cold, I guess cold climates, but I've also been wearing this pair of shoes here in Malaysia as well, and let me tell you, this pair of shoes was a very big, was so difficult to like break in. Like to break into this shoe was really difficult, but now it's already broken into, so it's very comfortable. I can wear this every single day. So the next pair of shoes, or the next pair of boots that I have, is actually from Timberlands. So when we went into Timberland, this was when I was on holiday with home in Australia. So we were at the premium outlet and we were thinking about what to get for ourselves, and I was like, okay, let's just get like a pair of matching Timberland shoes. So we went in there and it was like a huge discount. It was like 50% off, but it's not like the Timberlands where the inner lining is the leather version. This is the one grade lower, which is the, I guess, the normal cloth version, but it's still really comfortable. I used this also when we went on holiday. It's basically a pair of boots that you can just wear and tear. Don't really take care of it, like you don't even be worried if it like gets into snow, gets into like water, dirt, and so on. And then after that we move on to like, I guess, my Nike shoes. I don't think I have been really that obsessed with Nike until like last year, when I kept going into like JD Sports. Like at one point, going into JD Sports was like me going into like Zara and Forever 21 and Cotton On and H&M last time. I can go into these shops every single day, so that was like JD Sports to me. So I would always go in there to see like if they had new shoes and things like that. And the first ever pair of Nike shoes I got from JD is this blue Air Max 200, if I'm not mistaken. So I've used this like constantly. Like it's wear and tear, it's really dirty. I even use it to go to the gym sometimes, so I don't really care. I got it on sale, so I will just use it whenever I want, and I'm not even worried for it to get dirty. And the next pair is the MX 200, and this shoe, let me tell you, it was just on a whim. I don't know why I bought it, but I bought it in a half size smaller. I think I just like went stir crazy and I wanted to buy another pair of shoes, so I bought this pink pair, and I've also used this everywhere. You can see it's really dirty, and I really don't care already. Dirty also don't care. And then after that, I have Nike Air Max, and this one is really cute. It's so soft. It goes so well with this dress that I'm wearing. It's like pastel pink and purple, which I find is so feminine, and it's exactly so feminine when I wear it with like my pastel dress as well. Now after that, I saw this pair of Nike Air Force Ones online, and let me tell you, I have been dying to get this Air Force Ones for the longest time, until I was walking into JD Sports again. I saw that. I didn't even try this pair of shoes. I literally asked the guy, do you have this in a size 9? And he said yes, and I was like, okay, give it to me. And I bought this last year for Chinese New Year, and it's my favorite pair of like Nike Air Force Ones. I love this color. It is so cute and it goes so well with my dress. And finally, I have another Nike Air Max as well. It's actually a fake pair of off-whites that I found on like some random Instagram page. My cousin found it and she was like, oh, you want to test the quality? So I just randomly bought this fake pair of shoes. But I think at the end of the day, it was during the height of last year's MCO. So it got really delayed, and when I got it, I mean, not bad lah. It's quite comfortable. It's just a basic normal pair of shoes lah, but it's just that it's fake. So yeah. So can't believe I have like 5 Nike shoes, but I also do have like Nike trainers running shoes as well, which I'm not going to show you guys because it's not that kind of fashion show today. So moving on to like Vans. So I bought this pair of Vans in 2019. I remember it so well because I was still in the Philippines and I wanted to treat myself for my birthday, and I've never owned a pair of Vans before. So obviously when you look at Vans, you would buy the original like Vans off the wall shoe. So that was the one that I literally went in there to get from the Philippines. I paid full price for this. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And after that, as I came back from the Philippines and started like working out with like my best friend as well, I was like thinking maybe I should get like squat shoes. I don't know, I've been watching so many TikToks telling you that you should get like Converses or like flat sole shoes for your squats. So I went to get like this pair of Converse. And of course, when I wanted to get a pair of Converse, obviously I would get literally the original like Converse that the basic one lah, basically. So that was what I got. Okay, so these are basically the sport shoes or the shoes that I have in my collection. Now let me tell you, this is really too many for me because I've never worn like shoes or sport shoes when I go out. So literally it is something very new, something that I started only like end of 2019, and in 2020 that I bought so many pairs of like shoes. Even my dad was like really scolding me because I was buying so many shoes. Like almost every month I would buy like a pair of shoes, which is a bit too much. But of course there are certain days when I just feel like slipping onto like a pair of pumps which are comfortable. I always get my pumps from, or my flats from Melissa because it's very comfortable, and I always look out for like sale. And nowadays Melissa has a lot of like 50% off and those kind of sales, right? So I will always get it during the sale. But this first pair that I'm showing you is basically one of my oldest pair of Melissa shoes, and it is still surviving till this day. I do have others which are really crusty and nasty which I still use, and the Melissa shoes has really lasted me for so long. Even this pair, I think I've had it for almost like 3 to 4 years already. I bought this in the Philippines while I was still working there, and they did have like a sort of like a premium outlet store specifically selling Melissa shoes. So I bought that for a very cheaper price. I bought that for a cheaper price. I can't even speak English properly. But yeah, so this pair has lasted me for so long and it's still so comfortable. And the other two pairs of Melissa shoes are ones that I've bought during the sale in Pavilion. So these were all also like 50%. So at 50% it was like maybe like 150 ringgit or something like that. For Melissa shoes, it's really already very cheap. So I would normally wear these when, let's say I have I'm like at a day where I just feel very lazy to like put on socks and put on shoes, or maybe I'm just like dressing up a little and like putting on a little bit more makeup. So that's when I will, you know, slip into my pair of like flats. And then the last two pairs of like shoes that I have, the first one is actually a Steve Madden suede flats that I found at one of the Secret Society sales. So I happened to stumble upon this also in my size at just 99 ringgit. So it was really a very big steal. So that's where I found that shoes. And my last pair is just one pair of heels. I only have one pair of heels. I can't believe it. And I bought this from H&M 2 years ago. So I literally don't wear heels anymore. So this pair of like black heels or black pumps, I guess, is basically for me to wear during Chinese New Year to take picture, and then I will take it out and then I'll just wear my own shoes or my own flats. So that is literally what I do with these shoes. It's literally just for me to take picture because I am not that person who can wear heels anymore. It's so uncomfortable. So yeah, short and sweet. Oh my, that's just basically some of the shoes in my little shoe collection that I have for you guys. And you can see the different style of shoe that will basically look like you're going for different occasions with the same dress. So let's say for example, if I'm wearing this dress and I'm wearing like a little black heel, it really looks like you can just go for a Valentine's Day night or a dinner date. Or if I'm going to wear this pair of shoes with like my Nike Air Force Ones or even my Nike Air Maxes, it literally just looks like I'm going for, let's say, a daytime picnic somewhere, or I'm going shopping or brunch with my friends. If I'm wearing this this dress that I'm going to pair with my black Doc Martens, it literally looks like it's gonna rain and I don't want to walk into puddles of water, so I'm wearing my Doc Martens. So literally the shoes can also be such an important, or can play such an important role when you're putting your whole outfit together. And that's also one of the reasons why I love to like buy shoes that doesn't have a lot of designs on it, which I really prefer, so that it's easier to match with my clothes, because I really do love clothes that are very floral. Like floral is my favorite print. I also do love like polka dots. Basically a lot of things that are happening on my dress or on my top or on my shirt, I really want to make sure that the shoes that I have, it's very easy to pair with my clothes. So these are just some of the places or some of the shoes that I have. I hope you guys enjoyed this very short and sweet episode, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.